Welcome back everyone to a new video. I'm really excited for this video actually because as you can tell by the title, today we're reading Christmas books for a week. It's currently Monday 16th of December and yeah, I'm really excited. I've got some books picked out, so let's get right into the books that I'll be reading for this video. I'm gonna try, and there's some that I want to definitely read, and then there's a book that I want to try and get to, but I don't know if I will be able to get to because I'm a very slow reader, especially if I've got other stuff going on, because I also do work part-time. I don't do YouTube full-time, so we'll have to see how fast I am at reading, but yeah. So let's get right into it. Now, the first book that I'm going to be trying to read is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. This is actually a reread for me because I read this in school and I really liked it. I don't know why most people don't like the books they read in school, but I just really liked it. And this quote on the back says, "I will honour Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year." I really liked this book, and it was like a Christmassy book that I don't know, the first one I thought of. And yeah, I'm really trying to get myself into the Christmas spirit. There's also like 2 new Christmas movies that came out on Netflix. One with, I honestly forgot their names, but one of them is with the girl from Life Unexpected and The Secret Circle. And then there's another one with, I don't know, she's a really famous actress and she hasn't done movies in like ages, but whatever, not the point. I'm just really in a Christmas spirit, and I recently also watched the new Christmas movie with Dwayne The Rock Johnson called Red One. Loved it, so cute, and I'm trying to get myself even more into the Christmas spirit because Christmas is like only like a week away. So yeah, I've got A Christmas Carol and we're reading books for a week until Christmas actually, because it's going to be next week. Well, yeah. So Christmas Carol. The other 2 books are actually on Kindle Unlimited. I've got them on my Kindle, so I don't have them physically. But the first book is Baggage Claim. I've heard so many things about this book. I've heard it from Destiny Sidwell. Apparently this is a really good book. I don't usually read Christmas books because I feel like they're a bit cheesy. For some reason, I don't like reading cheesy books. I'm fine with watching cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies, but reading cheesy books, not it for me. But yeah, I really wanted to watch Baggage Claim because people say it's really good. And the vibe of the cover, first of all, the cover is really pretty, but the vibe of the cover also gives me Cloud 9 vibes. If you've seen that film with Dove Cameron in it, I absolutely love that film. It's like a snowboarding film and she's trying to win the competition. I love those type of films, so I also want to watch that this year. But yeah, so I've got that book. I don't know what it's about at all I know that it's might be about snowboarding. At least the cover looks like it might be about snowboarding, but yeah, that's all I know about the book. Then I've also got My Darling December, I think it is, which is a novella by, I forget who it's by. I've literally got these books on my Kindle already, so I could just be holding up the thing. Let me see. But yeah, it's a novella by a famous author. I hope that the novella doesn't follow like any... Oh, Lauren Asher. I hope the novella doesn't follow any characters that I know about, because I don't think I've actually read any Lauren Asher books. Yeah, Lauren Asher, she wrote the Throttled series, but I don't think I've ever read any of her books. So I don't know if this follows a character from one of the books, because it is a novella, so I don't know if it's just that, or if it's just a Christmas novella that has nothing to do with her past books. I don't know. But the cover for My Darling December is also really, really cute, so I can't wait to read that as well. And then I've also got A Christmas Tree Farm that I also really wanted to read by, I think her name is Laura something Gilmore. I know that for certain. Laurie Gilmore, and she was the person who wrote The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I actually haven't read this book, but I really, really want to read it. The cover is absolutely amazing, and everybody says that this is literally so Gilmore Girls coded. And I actually finished Gilmore Girls just in time for the winter. I finished Gilmore Girls, and I just need a little more slice of it, and I just need a little more slice of Gilmore Girls. So I really wanted to read this as well, but it's currently winter time, so I just didn't get around to reading it. But I will be reading A Christmas Tree Farm, which I know follows the main female characters in this book. It follows her brother. So, and it's a connected standalone, so I don't need necessarily to read this book for that one, and I don't necessarily want to do that. I'm still going to read this book very soon, probably I'm probably going to be reading this book in January time because fall is my favourite season and I love Gilmore Girls, so I'm probably going to be reading that in January time. But yeah, for right now, those are the books I want to try and get through. I don't know if I'm going to get through A Christmas Tree Farm. Obviously, most of the books I'm reading is quite short because this is A Christmas Carol is literally like 140 pages, and then obviously My Darling December is also a novella, so it's also quite short, so hopefully we could actually get through these books quickly. I can probably read this book in one day, and same thing with a novella, so the only like average length book is probably Baggage Claim that we have, so maybe we might actually get a chance to read A Christmas Tree Farm as well, but I don't know if we'll have a chance to read A Christmas Tree Farm. So right now the books is Christmas Carol, Baggage Claim and My Darling December, and if we can, we'll also read A Christmas Tree Farm. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I'm probably going to be starting with Christmas Carol because it's the easiest one to read. I also wanted to show this copy that I got from the same place, TK Maxx. Look at that. TK Maxx has like the most beautiful classic book covers. I've got these both from TK Maxx, I think, and this one, like, that is amazing. Look at that, children's classics. Not only that, I also got this Jungle Book one. Have I ever read the Jungle Book? No. Have I ever watched the movie Jungle Book? No. Do I know what it is about? Yes. Do I ever intend on reading this book? Probably not, maybe, unless I want a little palette cleanser. But the artwork, it was on this book, it's just amazing. And I don't know where you buy them from, but I'm like considering looking up these books or these special editions or these editions of classic books and just buying a bunch of these like little pocket edition classic books. These like, they feel like mass paperbacks because obviously they're not the size of regular books, so I think they kind of are mass paperbacks. But yeah, I feel like literally just looking up the company who did these children's classics, I think, and literally just buying a whole bunch of them and just having them on my shelf to look pretty because that's so cute. But yeah, so I've got that copy, but I will not be reading from that copy of A Christmas Carol because I actually want to annotate the book, I think. Like I said, I read this for English class and I really liked it, so I want to actually annotate it, which is why I also bought this hardcover copy to annotate and keep on my shelf. But yeah, will I start with this tonight? I might start with this tonight. I really like the chapter heads as well. But yeah, so let's get into this. I'm really excited. We're starting this on Monday 16th and let's go into this. I really hope I can get through these books. I do not know why the camera just shut off, but like I was saying, I do not want to read any more old-timey books, so let's get going. Starting this. Okay guys, I'm like on chapter 2 of this book and I'm already kind of eating it up. Mainly because I'm loving the references. I'm literally like 7%, but basically, from what I've gotten so far, this woman, I don't even know her name. Not gonna lie. Forgot her name. But Olive, she's going home to Aspen for Christmas and there's like some family drama with her family, like she doesn't want to be going home, and she told her mum that she's got a boyfriend when she doesn't, so maybe there's a bit of fake dating, and a guy sits next to her and she's having like flight anxiety and he's basically just like messing with her, like making it worse and whatever, but he basically says, oh, talking about Christmas movies and she doesn't like any Christmas movies, and he like mentions all these Christmas movies, Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, Elf, my favourite Christmas movie. And then she says, there's a Harry Potter reference because she says, fine, we can watch this one. And then she puts on Harry Potter and he's like, this is not a Christmas movie. First of all, sir, bet you better stop talking like that before I put this book down and like immediately hate you for the whole series. If you keep slandering Harry Potter like that, I just simply will not like him. And yeah, but yeah, that's literally what I'm on. I just like found that funny. I love it. I love when like, I don't like it when like TikTok and stuff like that is mentioned in books, but for some reason when Harry Potter is mentioned in books or Taylor Swift, love it. I love when things that I love are mentioned in books, but other things like TikTok or social media challenges can be a bit cringy. But this, I'm absolutely in love with it. I'm liking it so far. They've got a bit of banter going already. So yeah, like I said, this has like 43 chapters. I just checked. Every time I read a new book, I always have to check how many chapters it is. I don't know why. It's just that I can't start the book and then not know how many chapters there are. It's like a weird thing. I've just been doing it. Every time I have to always go to the last page, see how many chapters there are. There's currently 43 chapters, not including the epilogue. Including the epilogue, it'd be 44. But yeah, so hopefully it goes by quick, because 40... When the chapters start getting into the 40 realm, that's when I'm like, oh, this is a long book. When the chapter's like 40, I usually like to read books that are like 300 pages, 300 plus pages. I don't know, 400 plus is like, that's such a long book to me. Some people are different. Some people, 400 pages is like fine, and 500 pages or 600 pages is a long book. But for me, personally, 400 pages is a long book. And this, 43 chapters is a long book. That's what I meant to say, not 400 pages. 43 chapters is a long book for me, but yeah. Hi guys, let's do a quick update. Hope you can see me. Is this like... I need to clean the lens a little bit. So a quick update. It's currently the day after, it's Friday. I've been reading Baggage Claim. I'm currently on chapter 20. I'm 52% of the way through. I am flying through this book. Tell me why I'm reading this book quicker than I read A Christmas Carol. Well, I can tell you why. That was an old Shakespearean English that was very hard to understand without an English teacher, and this is obviously in English that I can understand. But I'm loving it. Basically, I'm gonna give like more in-depth thing of what this book is about. This follows our character Olive, who's going home for the holidays. She moved away from her home in Colorado when she was like 3 years ago, because something happened with her family. We don't know what. We just keep getting hints that it was something big involving her older sister, who she's always had like sort of a competitiveness with her, as like always comparing herself to her older sister. But she's back for the holidays after 3 years of not seeing her sister. She's back. We still don't know what happened with her sister, but I'm getting the inkling that it involves her sister, her sister's boyfriend or fiance, and her. Something happened with them three. And basically on the plane there, she meets Finn, who is coming back from seeing his parents and is now going home to Colorado. And they're basically the polar opposites. She's kind of like Grinchy. She's more like, it's kind of like reverse Grumpy Sunshine, because he loves Christmas, like he loves everything about it, and she doesn't like it. She doesn't like Christmas. She thinks it's overrated and everything. And we find out that the fight that she had with her sister happened during Christmas. So ever since then, she doesn't like it. She used to before, but she doesn't like it now. And yeah, basically they get to know each other on the plane, and she tells him all about her family and how she's like nervous because she told her mum that she had a boyfriend and that she was bringing him to Colorado, but obviously she isn't because she doesn't have a boyfriend. So he basically offers to be her fake boyfriend, and yeah, he shows up at the dinner that she's having with her family, because at first she refuses and she said no. Then he shows up at the dinner that she's having with her family and basically introduces himself as her fake boyfriend, so she's got no option to go along with it. And as well as that, you also get the little story where he's trying to prove to her that Christmas isn't overrated. So they're doing a 12 days of Christmas because she's there for 12 days. So every day he's going to take her on like a little Christmassy date to try and prove to her that Christmas isn't overrated, as well as obviously fake dating for her family. And oh my god, I'm loving this book so much. Like Finn, I just highlighted something actually. Let me go to my highlights. How do I do? I hardly ever highlight anything on the Kindle. I'm definitely gonna be getting the physical version of this book. I need to read this every Christmas. I do not normally read Christmas books on Christmas because I just find them cheesy. For some reason, I like to watch Hallmark movies, but I don't like reading Christmas books. I just highlighted this scene where she was like getting jealous, and then he said, "If you were mine, you would never wonder how perfect you are." Like, I'm sorry. I love Finn. At first, I was a bit like iffy on him because he seemed a bit like trying to implement himself into everything, and I'm like, dude, chill out. It was a bit. It seemed like a bit. Why is he obsessed with her after like meeting her once? Like, why does he care so much about being her fake boyfriend? But honestly, I've gotten over that because I'm just loving the story. I don't need it to be like fully understandable because she said no at first, but then he's like adamant, like, no, no, I want to be a fake boyfriend. I'm like, why do you care? So it felt a bit insta-lovey, but honestly, it doesn't really matter because I'm just reading this book to have a good time, to get myself in the Christmas spirit, which is definitely working. I've just been sitting here listening to like music, listening to my playlist and reading this, and honestly, I do not wanna stop. That's the thing about books with short chapters, because every chapter is like 5 minutes, 7 minutes long. I love it when books have short chapters because it feels like I can read them like this. I've literally been reading this book since I got home, and I'm already 50% of my way through it because it doesn't feel like I've been reading this book for a long time. And the reason why it doesn't feel like I've been reading this book for a long time is because it's got very short chapters. Like I said at the beginning, if you remember, oh, this book has 40 chapters or 43 chapters. I'm usually not good with books that have like loads of chapters because I'd usually, if the book is long, like it's a long book, so it takes me a while to read. This is not taking me a while to read at all, and it's got 40 chapters, and that's because the chapters are so short, and I love it. I love it when books have short chapters. As soon as I see 5 minutes on a chapter, I'm like, I'm in love. And I'm currently at chapter 20, which is 7 minutes long, and I stopped here and I was like, I just want to keep on reading because it's only 7 minutes. Like, I'll be finished with the chapter 7 minutes, so it's like, oh, I'll read one more chapter. This one's only 7 minutes. And that's basically what I've been doing the whole day. I'm like, okay, this one's 5 minutes, I'll read one more and then I'll stop. And the next one's 5 minutes, like, okay, I'll read one more and then I'll stop. And then suddenly I'm 50% through the book. But I am gonna have to stop now actually because it's getting late and I actually do have to go to work tomorrow. But the thing is, I don't want to stop reading this. I physically do not want to stop reading this. I love it so much. I'm loving this book. I'm not saying it's gonna be like a 5 stars or anything. Right now, my predicted rating for this would probably be a 4.5 stars. And that's like good because I usually don't rate books like this, like atmospheric books, that highly, because atmospheric books, like books that you read only during Christmas, like you won't read this during the summer, or like books that you read only during the fall, you only read during the fall. So it's not like world-changing books, they're just atmospheric books to get you in the mood of that season. Like, I'm reading this to get myself into the mood of Christmas, and you read 4 books to get yourself into the mood of fall. So you read those type of books to get yourself in the mood for that season. So they usually aren't 5-star books, they're usually just like feel-good books that you can read and stuff. But yes, usually I rate them like 3 stars, but this one is so good. I'm loving it so much, to the point where I'm also definitely getting the physical copy. I usually don't get physical copies of books like this as well because, again, I don't see what's the point in having them wasting space on my shelf if I only read them during these times for like an atmospheric feel, and I'll probably never read these books again. But I can definitely see myself reading this next Christmas to like as a reread to get myself in the Christmas mood again. I can definitely see myself rereading this, so I definitely want it on my shelf, and also the cover is really nice. So I don't need to have books on my shelf only that I'm gonna reread, because if every book on my shelf, if I had the rule of every book on my shelf, I'm only gonna keep books on my shelf that I will reread in the future, then I'd have hardly any books on my shelf, because I mainly read for my TBR. I don't do that many rereads, and if it's rereads, it's because I'm rereading one of my favourite books or one of my favourite series to annotate it. I don't usually do rereads any other manner. But yeah, and there's a second book to this. I don't know who the second book follows, but I know that there's a second book in the series. I'm definitely going to be reading that too, but again, I think that's going to be on TikTok. Maybe I haven't decided if I want to include it in this vlog or if I just want to include it on TikTok, because there's many more YouTube videos that I want to film, and I still potentially want to read A Christmas Tree Farm after this, because like I said, I'm going through this book super fast like crazy. So like I said, that if I went through this book fast, I would potentially maybe read A Christmas Tree Farm, and since I'm going through this book quite quick, I might have time to read A Christmas Tree Farm in this video as well. But if I do have time to read A Christmas Tree Farm in this video, I definitely won't have time to read the second book in this series, so I think that's definitely gonna have to go onto my TikTok. So if you want to see me if you want to see like me do a mini reading vlog of me reading the second book in the series, then follow me on TikTok. Like I said, I'm not decided on it, but follow me on TikTok if you want to see like a mini vlog of me reading that book. I want to try and do more TikTok vlogs and more TikTok wrap-ups. Basically exactly the same thing I do on YouTube, but just a shortened version, like wrap-ups, but wrap-ups where I don't talk for 30 minutes, or a reading vlog that isn't 20 minutes long, and that is just like a short little clips and short little reactions on my TikTok, because that's what TikTok's for. It's for like short moments. So follow me on TikTok because I'm wanting to post more videos like that. So yeah, but yeah, I'm loving it so far. That's what I have to say. I'm gonna go to bed now, and I can't wait to continue this tomorrow, most likely after work. And yeah, really excited. Update times. I've just finished baggage claim. It's currently, what day is it today? Saturday. I was gonna say Thursday for some reason. It's currently Saturday. I've just finished baggage claim. I'm leaving all my ratings till the end, but I will just say it is more than 5 stars. But I'm leaving my ratings till the end because I always change my ratings around, so I always leave them to the end just in case I change my mind. I loved it so much. I loved this book so much. The romance was absolutely amazing. I definitely want to read the second one, even though I don't know who the second one follows. I'm guessing the only person that the second one could follow was Cooper, which was Finn's best friend in this book. So that's the only person I think it could follow. I'm guessing it's an interconnected standalone, and it's called like the Aspen Hill series or something like that. But I love this. It got me such in a Christmassy mood. I loved it so much. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be reading the second one. Obviously not now though. Most likely on TikTok I'm going to be reading that, so if you want to see that, definitely head over to my TikTok. And I loved how this book ended, because the start of the book starts off by saying, I used to say I didn't believe in fate, like that's how the book started, and then the last line in the book, I used to say I didn't believe in fate, and then let me just find the epilogue. And then the last line in the epilogue is, I knew then fate was always on my side. Because in the first half of the book, in the first moments of the book, she was saying, oh, I used to say I didn't believe in fate, but it turns out fate is real, and it's like not good, like fate is not on my side today, everything's going wrong, and she ended it with being like, fate's always on my side. So yeah, I loved it. The quotes, amazing. The romance, amazing. Chef's kiss. Obviously, the thing that was happening with the family, I'm not going to spoil it, but the mystery of what was happening with her family and this big secret and the reason why her sister and her had a fight, I guessed it. It was pretty obvious from a couple of minutes into the book, but then again, I'm not really bothered by that. It's not like this is a thriller. I guessed it's not a thriller, so it doesn't really matter if I guessed it. But yeah, I knew what the family thing was going to be about, so it wasn't really surprising when they said it. But yeah, that was like, wow. I love books like this. I'll say this time and time again each time I read one of these books, but I love it when books have more to them instead of just two characters made to fall in love. Like in this book, you literally got, well, you didn't really get much of Finn's backstory, but we got her backstory and her family troubles and things that were going on with her family. And you also got some slight issues with food as well. Like, they're not just two-dimensional characters that were made to fall in love, and they're like, okay, here's this girl, they've got nothing else going for them except for the fact that they're in love with each other. That's the only thing they have going for them. But no, I love books like this where they have other things in their lives and it doesn't feel like they're not human. Because in real life, if it's a romance, you still have like family struggles, you still have problems. I don't know, I just like it. It feels just realistic. So yeah, I finished it. I really liked it. So yeah, it's currently 7:30, so it's actually still pretty early. So I might then start My Darling December. So yeah, might start that if I can find it on my Kindle. I've also downloaded How the Grinch Stole Christmas because I was also in Kindle Unlimited, and I also really wanted to read that. But again, that's gonna be saved for my TikTok. So if you want to watch that, I may be reading that. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to read that, but if I do, that will be on my TikTok. I don't know how long My Darling December is. I know that it's a novella. I really hope that this isn't a type of novella that follows other people from her other books, because I haven't read any of her other books, I'm pretty sure. Lauren Asher is the one that wrote the Throttled series, but I haven't read any of those books. I don't think this follows any of those characters. I think it is just like a holiday novella, but I honestly don't know. Of the Lakefront Billionaire series, yeah. I don't know if it follows anyone, but because I haven't read her series, but I honestly don't really want to read a series just to be able to read this book. Times best-selling author. Series that will make you want to pack your bags and spend the holiday in Lake Wisteria. Catalina, playing the part of my sister's maid of honor is easy, even if she's marrying my ex, but playing nice with the best man an impossible task given our history. Sure, Luke Darling may be suspiciously kind, incredibly handsome and stubborn to a fault, but regardless of how hard he tries to make me seem, otherwise, I'm not interested. It's not me to remind him that he's my ex-boyfriend's best friend, and the one I'm secretly starting to wish I met first. Luke. My job as the best man is a simple one, except for one minor issue. I've spent so much time avoiding my best friend's ex that I didn't consider that could happen if I started craving Catalina Martinez's company instead. She is only in Lake Wisteria for the winter wedding, but her January departure date won't stop me from pursuing her. Getting her to date me would be nothing short of Christmas miracle, but I'm determined to make her mine. 'Tis a season to fall in love, even if I'm the only one taking the risk. Okay. So this is set in Lake Wisteria, so it is set around the series. Like I said, I don't know who any of these people are. Let me just check how many chapters there's in it. There's only 26 chapters. And the chapters seem to be short because it says time left in chapters 2 minutes. It's currently 7 o'clock. I'll see if I can finish this tonight, because I have work tomorrow, so I again can't stay up late tonight. But hopefully if I finish this tonight, then I've got a couple of days to also start A Christmas Tree Farm and finish that, and then hopefully I would have actually finished all of those books, and obviously reading part 2 to Baggage Claim on my TikTok, and possibly even How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn, which I've also never read one of her books before, but the cover intrigues me because it looks so cute, and Grinch is one of my favourite films. And by the way, I didn't say this, but I love all the Grinch references in Baggage Claim, because she doesn't like Christmas, so he literally called her Grinchy and Little Grinch, and that was his nickname, and it was just so cute. But yeah, I'm gonna start this now. Yeah, it sounds interesting. Your ex's best friend, and that's the romance. Let's see. My hair's a mess, but let me update. I'm on chapter 14, so I'm 48% with this book. This book is flying past. Like you got from the description, it's a romance between this woman and her ex's best friend, her ex is currently marrying her sister, but there's no like bad blood because they only like went on a couple dates. And they did long distance, and then they like broke up amicably, and then he started dating his sister, and now her sister and her ex are getting married, and her ex has his best man who's coming to the wedding, and the romance is between them two. It's going by really fast. It's kind of insta-lovey, but not insta-lovey. But I was expecting that because it's a novella, so it's obviously, it needs to go by fast, so the romance needs to progress fast. But the thing is, I hate insta-love, and even though the romance is progressing quick, like literally on the first chapter, she was already like, he's so hot, and on the first chapter, he already liked it. Like, literally on the first chapter, they already liked each other, kind of. He liked her a bit more than she liked him. She just basically commented about how hot he was, but he was like, nah, I already like her. But for some reason, the way that it's written, it doesn't feel like insta-love, even though the relationship and the romance is progressing very quickly and they liked each other since chapter 1, it still isn't written like insta-love, which I really like. Like, it's progressing fast, but I feel like it's progressing fast in a natural way where it doesn't feel like insta-love, which I absolutely love, and I definitely want to read her next books. I do have her books, I just haven't gotten around to reading them yet, so I definitely want to read her books to see what she does with this writing when it's like in long form, because if she can make a novella not seem like insta-love, which is what I thought was going to happen, and I hate insta-love, is one of my most hated tropes, then I want to know what she does with like a full-length novel, because I'm really liking this so far. I will say there's not really much Christmas in it. I'm not getting much Christmas vibes. I'm nearly halfway through the book, and it's not giving me any Christmas vibes at all. It's a good palate cleanser because I don't want to get bored, because I'm reading Christmas books after Christmas books, because I always wanted to read Christmas Tree Farm, so I didn't want to get bored of Christmas books and then get myself in a slump, and then potentially rate it lower because I was in a slump. So it's not bothering me too much that there's not much Christmas stuff happening, because again, I don't want to get myself in a slump. I was worried filming this video that halfway through I'd be tired of reading Christmas books. But yeah, there's literally not much Christmas in this. The only like Christmassy thing is that her sister and her ex are getting married during December around Christmas time, because I don't know, they just wanted a Christmas wedding, so they're getting married during that time. That's why it's like Christmassy themed, because the wedding is taking place in December. I don't think it's taking place during Christmas, but it's taking place in December. But so far there's not been many Christmassy stuff. She's a nurse and he's a doctor as well, and they work at the same hospital, and they both love building Legos, so yeah, that's just something. I don't want to spoil too much. I feel like I'm talking way too much about this book, so I don't want to spoil too much. But yeah, so far no Christmassy stuff. So I'm like, is this supposed to be a Christmas book? Because I know that the only Christmas part I'm getting is that her sister's getting married in December near Christmas, and that's it. But I'm still liking it. But I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to bed now. I really wanted to finish this book today, and I'm guessing I still can finish it today. Well, I can if I really push myself, but like I said, I need to wake up very early tomorrow for work. Right now, like I said, I'm 48% through, and it's currently telling me that I've got 1 hour left in the book. Which, yeah, I could finish the book now, but I'm just really tired. So I was hoping that I would be able to finish the book today and then tomorrow start on A Christmas Tree Farm, because tomorrow I'm actually going over to my boyfriend's house, so I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done, because like I said, I'm going to be at my boyfriend's house, so I'm not going to be reading because I'm spending time with him on the weekend. But most of the time when he's working or when he's having a nap, I just pull out my Kindle and read, so I'll have a chance to read at some point, because he sometimes has little naps and I'm sometimes not tired, so I just stay awake, or sometimes he's at work, so I just read. So I was planning on finishing My Darling December today, and then tomorrow starting on A Christmas Tree Farm, but clearly that's not happening because I'm way too tired, so I'm going to have to finish the rest of this tomorrow. I've only got 1 hour left. I've got like 1 hour left in this book, so it's going to be quick to finish, but I'll finish the rest of this tomorrow, And then I'll also start on A Christmas Tree Farm tomorrow as well, if I can, while I'm at my boyfriend's house while he's napping, or if I've got some downtime to start A Christmas Tree Farm, I'll also start A Christmas Tree Farm. And then on Monday, I should be getting my hair done. I don't know if it's confirmed, but I should be getting my hair done again. So I've literally got hours and hours to sit, because I'm getting braids. So I've literally got hours to sit in this chair and do nothing but read. So on Monday I can just binge read A Christmas Tree Farm, because I definitely think I can finish this book like by tomorrow. Like tomorrow, this book will be finished. I hopefully would have started A Christmas Tree Farm, and then depending on how long the chapters are in that book and how long the book is, hopefully I can have that finished by Monday, Tuesday, hopefully. I don't know how long it's going to take me to read, that's why I'm saying Tuesday, but the past few books I've been reading, it's taking me like 2 days to read. I don't know why, but I'm on like a reading roll. I don't think, it's funny how literally the last month of the year is the month where I've read the most books. I don't think there's been any other month where I've read the most books. I've already read, like, I'm actually gonna count how many books I've already read. I don't think there's like 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna finish My Darling December, so that's 4. And then if I finish Your Christmas Tree Farm, that'd be 5. And I also wanna, like, I don't know, I just don't think I've ever read that many books. I probably have, I probably just can't remember right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm really excited to finish this tomorrow and start Christmas Tree Farm at some point. I wanted to finish it today, but oh well. I'll finish it tomorrow. Bye. Hi guys, I'm getting my hair done today. Today is Monday, which is when I'm supposed to post this video. I have finished My December Darling. Again, ratings till the end, but I liked it. I still stand by the same thing, that there wasn't much Christmas to it, but it's okay, because I don't want to read too many, like, I don't want to read too many overly Christmas books and then get very, like, bored of reading Christmas books. So it's fine. I just think, for example, if this is the first book you're reading for Christmas and you're like, oh, I really, really, really want this book to give me the Christmas spirit, like, I want this book to put me in Christmas, I wouldn't recommend this book per se, because it's not very Christmassy. But if you're like, I'd like a book set around Christmas, but I don't want it to be overly Christmas. Let's say you don't like books that are overly Christmassy, and for whatever reason, you just want a book that's set around Christmas but doesn't talk about it constantly, then I would definitely recommend this book. Like I said, it was okay. And for the short amount of time, for the shortness of this book, the chemistry and the romance felt, for some, like, oddly, like, normal. It didn't it was very fast paced. Obviously it's a novella, and it did feel very fast paced, but it didn't feel like insta-lovey or like, okay, slow down, I know it's a novella, but Jesus Christ, they're already together or they already like each other. It didn't feel like that. I felt like it felt very natural, even though it's a novella, which is a very good skill, because most novellas, I feel personally, if it's a romance novella, it's just like goes by so quick. And yeah, but I'm currently started at Christmas Tree Farm. This has only got 28 chapters as well, and the chapters seem to be very short. Like I said, I'm all day today. I'm going to be doing my hair, so I'm going to be reading most of the day. Like, literally, I'm just going to be sat there reading. So hopefully I should finish this, which means that in a vlog, I think this is the first time in a vlog where I would have finished every single book that I meant to read in the time period that I wanted to read it, because I wanted to get this all out by Monday, because I was reading Christmas book for a week, and I started this on Monday. And if I finish this today, I might be able to quickly edit it and then post it by Monday tonight, depending on when I get my hair finished. I will probably be able to edit it and then get it posted by Monday, by today, at like nighttime or something. So I'm actually very proud of myself. It only took the last month of the year for me to actually get a reading vlog right, where I read all the books in the time frame, and it doesn't take me like 3 weeks to finish a reading vlog. But yeah, this is about a woman, and she's moved to the town Dream Harbour, which again, Pumpkin Spice Cafe is the first book, and I can't read. I've already read like one chapter, and I can't wait to read Pumpkin Spice Cafe already, because there's town meetings, Because like I said, it's very much inspired by Gilmore Girls. I mean, even the author's name is Laurie Gilmore, and I'm such in the Gilmore Girls mood to the point where literally my wallpaper, I put it as Gilmore Girls. Let me show you, because my cover screen for this Christmas is literally Gilmore Girls. Like, yeah. I'm obsessed with it. I love that show. I love watching it this full time. And yeah. So, yeah, this woman moves to Dream Harbor because she's looking to get away, and she buys this farm, and the farm's like a rundown Christmas tree farm that isn't running anymore. And because she spent so money on buying the house, she didn't want to start up a business, but because she spent so money on buying the house, and because the house is really like run down, like she got scammed out of her money. The only way for her to fix up the house is if she basically sets up the Christmas tree farm again and starts running the Christmas tree farm to get money to pay for the renovations of the house. So she's got to start up the Christmas tree farm, and she meets this guy. I forgot his name. It's like Garrett, I don't know. But she meets him walking into dogs, and she nearly like runs into him. And he's very much like the opposite of her. It's kind of reverse Grumpy Sunshine I'm getting. Like, he works in tech and he's only in town for a while visiting his sister, and his sister is the female main character in the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So his sister's the one that bought the cafe, which I'm pretty sure in Pumpkin Spice Cafe it's Grumpy Sunshine. Like, she's very sunshine and loves the town meetings and everything, like Lorelai from Gilmore Girls. And then the guy's like very grumpy, hates like the small town vibe, hates the town meetings and everything, and hates all the neighbours that are like all nosy, which is like Luke. And this is reverse Grumpy Sunshine, because she doesn't like the neighbours. She doesn't like the town, but she doesn't like how everybody's like, oh, going to her cafe and bringing her stuff. She's like very annoyed by it all. And he seemed to be a bit more like cheery and light and asking to help her, and she was like, leave me alone. So yeah, it's kind of like giving the opposite of Pumpkin Spice Cafe. It's reverse Grumpy Sunshine, where she moved to the town but she doesn't really want to be there. We got a little thing with her sister, that her sister moved away to Denmark and they were very close. So this, and that's why she moved, because she like was just upset that she doesn't have a sister anymore, because she moved to Denmark with her fiance. That's all I know about this book so far. Literally just that. Right now, the main male character, I forgot his name, but the main male character is at a town meeting with his sister, meeting all her friends, which I'm assuming you meet in the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, but I'm meeting them for the first time here because it's the first time I'm reading this. I'm reading this one first because I couldn't bother to read the first one, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe first, just to read this Christmas one. If I did that, I probably wouldn't have finished this vlog on time. But yeah, so now he's at a town meeting, meeting all her friends, which we meet in the first book, I'm guessing, and meeting her, and we meet her fiance as well. Well, I'm meeting him for the first time, and yeah, we're currently at a town meeting, and I'm currently loving it. I can't wait to read I can't wait to read Pumpkin Spice Cafe. That's probably one of the next books I'm gonna read. As soon as I finish this, I'm gonna like dive into that. But yeah, currently love it. I'm gonna just sit here and binge this. Let's go. Last stretch. Last book. Hi guys. Yesterday I did not upload this video because I finished doing my hair. As I see, I've got it done. I finished doing my hair at literally 10 o'clock at night, and at that point I was so tired. I don't know why I thought I'd be totally in the mood to finish this video and edit it, because I wasn't. But I don't know why I thought I did. Also, I'm now sick. Like, I started to get sick last night. Like, in that chair I was getting progressively more ill. But I did finish the book. But I was reading all day, so I did not honestly feel like, I didn't feel like it. But we're back today. And yeah, I finished A Christmas Tree Farm. I really liked it. This comes to the end of our video. which I'm really proud of. I was actually able to read the books that I wanted to read in this vlog, and yeah, I'm really happy. I can't wait to read. I'm like such in a reading mood now. I'm like looking at all the books on my TBR cart and I'm like, oh, I want to read all of them. But let's go through a quick overview. First book I read was A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. This was a reread and I annotated some quotes. I read you some of them as well. This was a reread for me because I read this in English class. I'm not giving this any rating, I don't think, because I honestly don't know what to rate it. Like, it's so short. Like, how can I rate a book this short? It's like, I don't know. And also, like, I don't know if this isn't really a book that I wanted to rate. It's more thing where I wanted to reread it because it's like nostalgic and sentimental to me, because like I said, I read this in English class and I loved English class. That was like one of my favorite classes. Best times of my life was like in that English class. So yeah, I'm not gonna give this any rating just for that reason, because I just honestly don't know what to rate it. Next, we ended up reading Baggage Claim. Let me actually just try and get the front cover up. We end up reading Baggage Claim by Juliana Smith, and this book, well, I'm sorry, I didn't actually say what Christmas Carol is about, but this book is about, like I said, I told you the intro to it, but in short, it's about this woman who goes to visit her family for the holidays, and she hasn't seen her family in a while because she had a falling out with her sister. We don't know what the falling out is about, but we know that she had a falling out with her sister. And basically, this guy on the plane offers to be her fake boyfriend, and it's basically fake dating. They fake date. And yeah, things ensue from there. She also hates Christmas, and so he's also teaching her the 12 days of Christmas and teaching her to love Christmas. I really like this book. I'm actually rating this a 4.5 because I really, really liked it. And for a Christmas book, a 4.5 is really, really good. I mean, it's not my favourite book of all time, so I'm not rating it 4.75. Because 4.75 is like one of my favourite books, and a 5-star is like my ultimate favourite books of all time. So, but it was a really, really good book that I would strongly recommend. I am definitely thinking about buying the physical copy of this, and for me to have on my shelf, so I definitely want to do that. But yeah, I really loved it. It was amazing. And after that, I also read My December Darling by, what's her name again? I think it's Lauren Asher, the author. I sound so sick right now, so I'm really sorry. That's showing. Yeah, Lauren Asher. I read My December Darling by Lauren Asher. Again, I also really like this book, and like I said, I was expecting this to be like more insta-lovey. I hate insta-love, so I was really worried about that. I don't mainly read like holiday novellas or Christmas novellas, like, you know, those novellas that a bunch of those authors came out with, where it's like a Christmas meet cute and they have all those like colourful covers. Yeah, I didn't read any of them because I'm not really a fan of reading romance novellas, because I feel like because it's a romance novella and because it's so short, it has to, like, the romance has to like happen in a short amount of time. So sometimes if you don't write it correctly, it feels just like insta love, which I don't like. But strangely, this was a novella, but it didn't feel at all like insta love. It felt like, I don't know, it felt like it progressed at a good pace, and it didn't feel like insta love, and I really did like it, but I didn't like it as much as Baggage Claim, so I'm going to be rating this a 4.25. The reason why I might not have liked it as much is just because, for the simple fact it was a novella, so I had less time with the characters. I'm generally a fan of long books. Well, it depends. If the book is really good, then the longer the better. If I obviously don't like the character, don't like the plot, then I obviously wouldn't want to read the book. But this book, I really liked it for the thing that it was, and I definitely do want to read more Lauren Asher books, which I've got them all here. She's also the one who wrote, I think she's the one who wrote what's it called? The Billionaire series. It's a romance series. I honestly can't find it on my shelf right now, but I know that I do have it. Yes, she wrote like The Final Offer and stuff like that. The Dreamland Billionaire series, that's what it's called. Really like that. Then what was the next book I read? I think, wait, let me just get my bearings in place because I honestly can't remember anything right about now. Medicine Darling, yes, and then that's when I read A Christmas Tree Farm as well. Now, my thoughts about this book, I'm going to be new because I'm going to tell you them now. I really like this book. This book follows, a travelling nurse, and, wait, no, sorry, that's the plot of My December Darling. Like, sorry guys, I'm like, all over the place. I've read so many Christmas books that they're all mingling in my brain. This book follows a woman who recently bought a Christmas tree farm, and she has to start up the Christmas tree farm even though she doesn't want to pay for the repairs of her house. So, and then she runs into this guy, and he is the brother of the sister from. He's the brother of the woman from A Pumpkin Spice Cafe. This follows Jeannie, and he is Jeannie's brother. And basically, it's kind of like reverse Grumpy Sunshine. Like, she doesn't like anyone. She doesn't like the town. She just wants to be alone and be left alone. And I absolutely love this. I felt like it was so sweet. I did get a bit like some parts were a bit drawn out, but that's because I think I was just on the chair for hours. Like, I read this book in one sitting, guys. I literally started this book and finished it on the same day. That's because I did nothing but non-stop read, and even then I finished this book before I finished my hair. Like, when I finished this book I still had a bit of my hair to go. So yeah, but I really liked it. I think I rated this a 4.5 as well, because I feel like I liked it the same amount as of Baggage Claim. So yeah, I rated it 4.5, and I am definitely also getting the cover of this one. I also really want the cover of that one to go with the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and I'm definitely very excited to read Pumpkin Spice Cafe now, because the town is like very like, it's exactly like Gilmore Girls. Like, there's town meetings and everything, and there's a mayor. And honestly, when the mayor was speaking, because we met the mayor in this book, when he was speaking at the town meeting, tell me why, literally the only thing I saw in my mind was Taylor from Gilmore Girls. Like, that's the only thing. I don't know. I honestly can't remember what his description was. I can't remember what he was described. He could have been described as like a 6 foot tall, dark, handsome man that was the mayor. I didn't see that. All I saw in my mind was Taylor Josie from Gilmore Girls. That's it. That's it. So, yeah, I really liked it. I really liked that one. And yeah, I think those are all the books I've read for this video. Like I said, I also might read How My Neighbour Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn, and the second book in Baggage Claim. But honestly, I don't know if I'm going to get through that, because at this point I think I'm so tired of reading Christmas books, which actually isn't that bad, because I thought I'd get tired of reading reading these books like way before I did. I thought after the first one I'd be like, no, I don't want to read any more Christmas books, but surprisingly no, I stuck through it until the last book that I wanted to read. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm a bit tired now of reading Christmas books, because it's like kind of the same plot and everything. So I think I'm gonna take so I think I might save those two just for next year, next Christmas. I don't know if I'm gonna post them on TikTok. I honestly don't. I just feel like I don't know, I'm just tired of reading Christmas books at this point. I read that one like in a whole day. However, if you're disappointed because you really wanted me to read Baggage Claim on TikTok, I still might do it. I just haven't decided. I don't know if I need a little bit of a break. It's currently the 24th. Christmas is tomorrow, so I would say I just need a little bit of a break, and then I'll read the second book of Baggage Claim on another day. But the thing is, I don't think I'm going to be wanting to read Christmas books after Christmas is already over, so I don't know, maybe I will read it for TikTok. I feel like I'm disappointing you guys, because I said I was going to read the second book on my TikTok, but now I don't know if I want to, because I'm just so tired of reading Christmas books already. But don't be disappointed, because I am going to be reading the Pumpkin Spice Cafe definitely on TikTok, because I don't feel like this is really a main channel video or YouTube channel video, because it's like one book and it's just a cozy book. So I'm not going to be making a full reading vlog on this book, because I just don't feel like it needs a full reading vlog. But I am definitely going to be reading this on my TikTok page. I'm going to be definitely doing a vlog of that on my TikTok page, because I still want to share my thoughts about this, but I don't want to share my thoughts in a huge vlog, because I don't feel like it warrants it. But I still want to share my thoughts in some way. So yeah, this will definitely be on TikTok. Like I said it from the beginning anyway, that I didn't know if I was actually going to read the second book of Baggage Claim on my TikTok or not. After I finished Baggage Claim, I was really excited to read it, but that was like in the high of finishing a book. I don't know. Right now, I don't know what I'm in the mood to read, but I feel like I'm in the mood to read more literary fiction. I don't know, but that's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time for the next video that will come out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one that's very sad, so please stick around and subscribe to my channel. Go to my TikTok as well if you want to see me read a bunch of books on my TikTok as well. Like I said, usually if I'm reading a book but I don't feel like the book really warrants a whole reading vlog on YouTube for it, because these reading vlogs do take time to make. I have to edit it and everything. So if I feel like it doesn't warrant a whole reading vlog, I will just make a mini vlog on TikTok if I still want to share my thoughts on it. So yeah, I'm really excited for you guys to see the next video. I'm really excited to read the next book that I'm going to read, which I'm going to be starting probably in a couple of days. I don't know. But I'll see you guys next time.